that will be moving through the lives of the people that watch this video for the week of 1st of November. Okay, so what's the big energies moving through our lives in the coming week? First, and then we'll finish up with your relationship reading as per usual. Okay, so let's see what's coming up this week. All right. Okay. All right. All right. There is a definite pervasive theme in life at the moment. So first card that comes up is the Two of Spring, and that speaks about collaborating with somebody. Okay. It's collaboration of some sort. It's either with a particular person, with an organization, with a group, with a hobby group, whatever it could be, and a little bit of hard work involved as well. And then that's when the manifestation takes place. So it's the collaboration and the, I don't want to call hard work is not blood, sweat, and tears. Hard work is putting in the effort and the time, okay? And hard work is different things to different people. Sometimes thinking can be very hard work. So it's putting in the time and the energy, collaborating with somebody or something, an entity, a group, or whatever it is. And it's that collaborative energy that produces the manifestation in the end. But just sitting there waiting for it to happen is not going to do it either. But the collaboration, it's the input of energy from more than one person or being that makes whatever it is manifest for you this week. So collaborations will bring manifestations for this week. The Lovers is always about a choice or a decision. Especially in a reading like this. Sometimes lovers can literally mean that a lover is coming into your life. But in this case, there's a choice or a decision that has to be made. So maybe it's a choice or decision to collaborate with somebody. The Lovers, where a choice or decision is also about making a decision from the heart. This card speaks about that, okay? So if you need to make a choice or a decision about a collaboration this week, listen to your heart. Okay, that's going to be the surefire way of finding that group energy that will make manifestation happen. The Six of Spring says wonderful news is on its way and smart choices that bring reward. So you need to make that choice or decision, and you do it from the heart, and it brings you rewards. Very nice. Now, the Awakening card in this deck is about changing the way you look at a situation. You always see if you turn the hangman up this way, he's doing the tree pose. Okay, if you turn him that way, he doesn't look very comfortable at all. And sometimes the tree pose isn't comfortable either. Okay, so this is about shifting the perspective 180 degrees. So if you're in a situation and you know how to make this choice or decision, try and look at it from a completely different point of view, or for someone else's point of view even, okay? See it from there, and that's not necessarily about changing your viewpoint to their viewpoint, but if you see it from their viewpoint, you know how to approach it. If you want them to join you on something, if you want them to do something, look at it from their point so that you know what to say to them. Hi, Valerie. It's nice to speak to you. Then you know what to say to them because you're actually seeing it through their eyes in a way. We can never really see life through someone else's eyes, but if we make a bit of an effort to see how they're seeing it, we have a better chance of convincing them or getting them on our side or joining in with them if we know how they are seeing things. The Hermit is all about going inward, okay? So definitely where choices and decisions are made this week, where you move forward in life this week, look within yourself for the answers. You're already told to trust your heart, make your choices from the heart. So the outward circumstances are there, and they exist, but you need to look within yourself for the answers. The answer's not going to be out there. It's going to be within you, in your heart somewhere, okay? The Three of Summer says there's going to be news worth celebrating, and you already got the one that says wonderful news is on its way. So either way, this week, something crops up that's going to make you celebrate. Aha, I've got it. I'm getting it. It's there. It's happening. That kind of thing is definitely happening for you, okay? The Three of Summer is generally kind of also a collaborative card, so you could be celebrating, a group of you celebrating something, an accomplishment, something happens, but it has a collaborative feel about it, okay? There's more than one person. The Three of Summer is always a group of people celebrating, like a family or a group of friends or a group of people that work together, whatever it is, your co-workers. It has that kind of celebratory. So it's not going to just be you on your own celebrating. It's going to be a few of you celebrating. Finally, you get the Seven of Summer. So that says no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion arises from over-analyzing the options. So it rhymes very nicely with the rest of the reading. So listen to your heart. Go within yourself. Listen to your heart. Make that choice or decision from there. And then don't second guess yourself after that. Because there's definitely good news coming this week. And I think it comes courtesy of finally making that decision. Okay. Nice reading for this week, guys. Very nice reading. Okay, now let's have a look what relationships have in store for you this week. I'm glad, Valerie. The universe is actively putting out messages this week. I have noticed that. I think because there's so much input at the moment from so many different places that the messages from the universe are probably going to have to start getting a little bit clearer for us. So it's almost as if we're asking for that. I need clearer messages, and they will be coming more clearly. It's interesting, but it cropped up. Watch nature. So I'm going to say to all of you, watch nature this week. Watch the birds, watch the trees, watch the flowers, watch nature things, because you're going to see repetitive things. You're going to see things that, that represent something. Ravens, robins, swans, all those things represent something symbolically. And those symbols are pretty strong because they've been going through the ages. So the universe could use them also as symbols. So if you're sitting down and you're pondering something and you want some kind of symbol, pay attention to nature as well, because there's a good chance it's going to deliver the symbol that way for you this week. The universe will use nature to deliver the symbols. It's also the easiest way for the universe to deliver symbols for us, because it's easier to guide a bird or something like that in your direction than it is us humans. We tend to kick against anything that we feel is pushing us. So, yeah, pay attention to nature. Hello, Alison. And the sunflowers are so cute. I saw them in one of our stores yesterday, a whole bucket full of small sunflowers. They're so beautiful. Okay, let's see. What's in store for relationships this week? Oh, okay. Right. Oopsie. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Interesting. This is also one of the pervasive energies that is around at the moment. So this week has divine timing in store where relationships are concerned. This card, even though it came out third, dropped on top of that card. So I'm inclined to say what has happened here is either you've gone through a separation, or there has been a distancing with a partner in an existing relationship, and there was some kind of divine timing at work there. It was about your self-worth, okay? Rejection, funny, because I've had 2 dreams last night and the night before about rejection on a relationship level. So it's definitely a very pervasive energy. And it just woke me up to how one feels after rejection and how it kind of is pervasive. I'm using that word a lot today. Through your life, and you start applying it in all areas of your life because somebody rejected you at some stage, okay? So this week, and possibly whatever happened within a relationship that made you feel rejected, whether you were literally rejected, or just within a relationship your partner was doing things that made you feel rejected, but you could possibly still be with them. It was about divine timing, and it was about finding that core of your self-worth that is independent of how other people treat you. And we all know, we do, and we've heard it 100 times, but how a person treats you is nothing about you. It's only to do with about them, what they are going through, their way they see life, all the rest of it. But the lesson that was learned, or the lesson that needed to be learned, the strength that needed to be developed, was acting independently, feeling independently of what another person is doing. You say, but how can you have a relationship if what the other person does has no effect on you? Well, now that's where the interesting thing comes up, because once you can develop that complete independence of how somebody else affects how you are feeling, one, you start attracting a different kind of person into your life, and two, if you're with somebody, it could start attracting, they could also shift out of your life if they don't fit into that story, or you start attracting the kind of behavior out of them, so they start shifting their behavior because your belief system or your strength, your core strength, where relationships is concerned, now changes the energy, it changes the dynamics, because then you get new love coming in. Express your love, retreat, all good cards, and flirt. So what can come in this week, courtesy of the divine timing of that rejection that you had, was you strengthened your core, or you strengthen your core. Now new love can come in. A new relationship might be on its way if you had separated from somebody recently, maybe not even that recently. It was about divine timing. Okay, even though it didn't feel like it, it was about that. So now, for those of you that had separated from someone that rejected you, there's a very good chance this week brings in the opportunity for new love. But you're a different person now. You can open your heart to them. You can flirt with them. You have a much more lighter energy with them. And you're going to find, I think, that that person turns up in a quiet place. What does that mean to you? Well, I always think nature again, because I live surrounded by nature. But for you, that could be a coffee shop that is just a lovely quiet ambience. It could be a bookshop. They're always lovely and quiet. A library, okay? Somewhere that has this really quiet energy is probably where you're going to be bumping into this new love of yours. If you're single, then that's what you're looking for. In an existing relationship, that card can mean that the two of you possibly get a chance this week to go away somewhere that is quiet and tranquil, and you can actually re-establish that bond, okay, with one another, that new love, that expressing how you're feeling to each other, and that light-hearted flirting energy. You get that opportunity. It all was a pivotal point of a rejection at some stage in life. Believe it or not. Yes, good things can come from things that are not so good. It set off a sequence of events and a ball rolling that's leading you to this particular point in your life, and had all to do with you establishing your self-worth on your own, independently of the other person. So it might have been a bit of an uncomfortable journey, but it looks like it was going to be worth it in the end. All right, I hope that you enjoyed that reading. Thank you for chatting to me. I really, really enjoy that. It makes it so much nicer if I can actually sort of speak to the people on the other end of this video. Otherwise, sometimes it can feel like you're speaking into a void. So thank you for speaking to me. I'm wishing you all hugs and love for the week ahead. And if you'd like a personal or private reading from me, I do an amazing soulmate reading. You can contact me via my website. I will put that link on the description box below. We'll speak again soon.